It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long to become very specific and very targeted. I am so happy for you. Congratulations. And, you know, I want everybody in the community to get comfortable with congratulating each other as well. Because I think that we are not as loud as we ought to be, encouraging each other, supporting each other, sharing each other's businesses. And that's the kind of community that we want to develop here, where we get comfortable. You know, sometimes when if you're in a new relationship and you have to tell that person I love you and stuff, or your voice quivers and you're like, I ain't doing that. They first, you know how men find it really hard to say to a woman I love you, or when they really say it, they really mean it, kind of thing. We want to make congratulating each other, celebrating each other, pushing each other. We want to make it a lifestyle. And I pray that we would all start it, even if when we do it the first time, when we say, oh, you're beautiful, you've done well, even if our voice quivers, let us start to do that, because it is that we all need. And if we can create a community of that, man, it will be amazing. When we talk scriptures about mounting up with wings as eagles, if you have that kind of support and encouragement underneath your wings, it will be amazing, the things you can do and the places you can go. Okay? So I am happy for you, Hetty. Congratulations. I don't know if there's anybody else who wants to say anything to you, but you're off.
Girl, good evening.
Good evening. Hi, Bernard.
I'm here. The reason why I don't have much to say, I'm here shocked that Miss Hetty came up this evening as excited. It's a whole new voice, you know, all the plans in place. That is cool. I like that, because she's usually a quiet person, right?
Dark horse, come from the back. Quiet.
Amazing. Just by doing the things that you do, how you can affect people's lives, you know? And just like, I got home, I'll tell a little quick story. I got home, my SUV wouldn't start. Everything was bad. Everything turned bad. Bought new battery, wouldn't start. Everything. So I said, I'm not gonna let that bother me. I'm gonna leave it alone. I finally got it started on Friday. By the process, I had to go to the bank because I used my debit card in Barbados, and the lady, I gave her the wrong card, and she tried to take $44 out of it without the password, so they blocked my card. And I got to the airport, it wasn't working. Good thing I had other cards. So I had to go to the bank here to get it cleared up. What do you think I did? When I went to the bank, I spoke to the bank teller. He said, look, Mr. Lynch, what do you do? Why are you so happy? I said, man, I'm happy. I got so many problems today, you know, but I can't walk in here to talk to you and look like I got problems, you know. These problems have nothing to do with you, so why should I bring them on you? He said, well, I can tell you. He said, what do you do? And when he said, what do you do? I had him caught like a fish. So I'm going to be hiring him in the business, in our business. The mechanic's son. He says, I always want to hear about your business, and, well, you know, we're talking about crypto. So I'm hiring two of them. A young man and his wife, kid, to give me a jump start. I'm hiring the two of them.
People, right? Understanding the power of people.
In no time, I had 6-8 people I need to hire. I haven't been able to get all of them.
You haven't closed all yet.
Today I closed on 3 people. Today.
Wow.
And I said,
wait, slow down. You closed on 3 people. How much money they starting out with?
Well, $500. $500.
So you closing three $500 people today. Right. That's $1,500. So the power of people, huh?
So, but I got one guy that wants $1 million by the next 2 years, and I tell him, well, that's simple. All you gotta do is take that money out of the bank, $100,000, and put it over here, and guaranteed in 1 year, and in say 600 days, you have 1,666,000. In one. But take that money out of the bank. I'm sitting there getting, how much you get? 0%. Why are you doing that? That's why that money is not growing. Take it, put it over here. 1 year, 1 year, 20 months. You have 1 year.
8 months.
1 year, 8 months. You only got 20 months. Like 20 months and 20 stacking up because we have a full.
The 4X.
4X, right? They confused me a little bit. But you got your $1 million less than 2 years. Where else can you go to do something like that? You get $500 a day.
So what I want you to do for me, Bernard, based on what you just said, because you just outlined the process again. So remember I talked about leads, people, prices, products. So you know your people, you know your prices, you know your products.
Right.
You just converted random people. You went to the bank to do a transaction. You converted the bank manager from being a suspect. You converted the mechanic who came to fix the SUV. And who else?
And 2 people that give you a jump start.
And 2 people that give you a jump start. Lord have mercy. Boy, you're doing it, dog. So what for this, having a strategy, right?
Yeah.
Now that happened, and I'm sure that they did not even feel anything, or they didn't feel as though you were up in their faces. Oh, could you give me a sale? I want you to sign up for this. No. Right? Having a strategy. And next week I want to teach about lead magnets, because there is a magnet that Bernard would have used to attract those people. He has a lead magnet, and just now he mentioned briefly that lead magnet. That lead magnet is that pitch. It is that thing that you will, because once you understand what people need. Now Bernard knows that everybody wants more money. Everybody who will say no to an opportunity to triple their money? Who will say no to that? People will, when they hear it, they will probably be suspicious. Like, is it real? Tell me more. All Bernard needs to hear is, tell me more. He doesn't need the person to sign up immediately. You see, because I think in the Western world, in the Western world, we've adopted the principle of meeting you today and then we having sex tonight kind of thing. But no, if you understand lead generation, you're doing it one step at a time. I just want an opportunity to talk to you. So that's the approach that Bernard uses. Just from how you see me living my own life, how you see, that alone is a lead magnet. So in the conversion, he has a specific pitch. He has a specific, there's something that he says that magnetizes that anonymous person and then converts them to being a customer. So he moves them from the suspect to a prospect and then to a customer. So those are the things that we're going to talk about. So each of you, now that you know what you're offering, now that you've done your people and so on, you have to create what we call your lead magnet for what you're offering. So as Hattie said, she is offering a service of helping immigrants to achieve citizenship and so on. So she has to create a statement that will target that specific audience. So like I read to you just now, I read to you the lead magnet from the one where the person said they created, let me see, let me get that one for you again. Because based on what you want to achieve or understanding where you want to lead people, that is how you create that lead magnet. So Hetty knows that ultimately she's looking for people who want citizenship in the US. So she has to create a statement that speaks to them.
Yeah.
Right? If as a coach I want to work with people who want to be married, then I have to create a statement that targets those specific people. Right?
Yeah.
So that is what we are talking about when we're talking about the leads and lead generation strategies and so on. All right, so thank you for that, Bernard. Any other feedback?
What I really wanted to get at though is you could tell when a person is ready, because you can tell from the change in her voice. Because prior to that, she was very soft spoken.
Me, Hetty, right?
Right. And today you can hear that change in her voice. That means that she got what you're talking about now. she got it. She could feel it, and it's beginning.
She could taste it. Yes.
Yes. That's very good. Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Miss Alicia, how are you?
I think Alicia probably is still in the meeting, but I believe she has another meeting. Yes, she unmuted her mic. Go ahead, Alicia.
How are you?
I'm not sure if she can talk, Bernard.
Okay.
Because I know she said she had to go to another meeting as well.
All right. We got it.
I'm gonna tell you guys.
Yes, Bernard was asking you how you're doing.
Can you?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
this week.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. No, it's just that it has been a really crazy couple of weeks, but we definitely have to chat during the course of this week.
Yes.
It's long overdue.
Yes.
Don't worry about that. We're crazy all the time.
I'm really enjoying it. It's just that I'm trying to multitask with.
All right.
We'll definitely get together this week for sure, and I'll plan my time better next Sunday.
Okay.
And remember, if you're not a little crazy, you're going to be totally insane, all right? So don't worry about it.
Yes, much appreciated. Thanks so much.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
Sure, will do.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else? So I hope the content this week was good for you. I hope it was clear enough, and I wanted to give you a very clear system that you could use. I wanted to give you, stepping stones so that you understand, okay, I go on this one first, then I step on the next one, and I step on the next one. So if there are any questions, if there's any feedback about the information, if there's anything that I can do differently, if it's working for you, just let me know. Reach out and give me that feedback.
All right. I'm going to ask you a question here now.
Mm-hmm.
How it is that I can't figure out how to put my picture on here. Huh? I mean, I'm that daft.
No, you are using Zoom from your phone, or you're using it from your computer?
My laptop.
You're using it from your laptop. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you have a Zoom. When you start your Zoom account, if you're using it from the laptop, you're gonna notice that you should have two screens. One that shows the black screen with everybody who's on the call, and then you should have another screen that shows you like your meetings and the actual settings page for the Zoom. Do you see that page?
No, maybe that's why I always have such a problem. I don't know.
Okay, so let me ask another question. Did you set up your own Zoom account, or are you just joining links that were sent to you?
I'm just joining links that were sent to me.
That's it. So you have to download Zoom, and you have to create your own account. Now Zoom gives you the first account. You have a free account, which allows you to hold meetings. The time is unlimited if it's only one person in the meeting. But if it is more than one that you have in a meeting, the free account only gives you 40 minutes. So every 40 minutes, you would have to restart that meeting. Now, if I have a paid account and I set up the Zoom and I send that link to you, obviously you can stay in that meeting for as long as you want because I have a paid account. So if you want if you don't want to have the limits on the time, then you will have the paid account for Zoom. So when you set up your account, regardless of which package you choose, whether you choose the free or the paid or one of the premium ones or whatever, when you set up the account, it again gives you access to the back end, and it's when you go into that back end, you can go there, you can put out your photo and so on, because this is now your account. So the reason you can't add a picture is because you are just clicking into the link I sent you. But once you set up your account, you can go into your account and you can add the picture.
All this time I thought it had something to do with looks.
No, it isn't, because you're handsome. But the other part of that is that when you are joining my link, there's a part that asks you for the name that you want to use in the meeting, right? So you're able to add the name there. But beyond that, all the other things that you might come across in Zoom, you do that by setting up your own account.
Okay. All right. I'll look into that right now.
I know.
I'll look into that right now. Right now, yeah. Oh, I have some people now in Canada that I'll be talking to this week.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's going.
Okay.
But
So I want to ask you, and these are people in Canada you're going to be talking to for Hyperverse, for what you do?
Yes.
Okay. I want to ask you also, and we can discuss this outside of this session, but I want to ask you to, I want to use you as a lead generation process, because I would love to do some of these sessions for some of the people that you're talking to. I want to spend some time with you to find out what their needs are so that I can offer some sort of coaching program for them as well. So I need that from you.
Okay. All right. Well, we discussed that. No problem.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I was gonna do a training on how to approach people, how to talk to them. You know, people say, well, I don't know anyone. I said, well, you know, most of the people I know today, I didn't know. I didn't grow up with them. I learned off them. I met them on the street. That's true. Most of my clients I met on the street.
Okay.
And I would tell them how I you know, got that conversation going, and how then I was able to change them into, you know, get into what I was doing and what they were doing, and get them to a meeting and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm going to tell them, because some people are just scared to talk. But as you can see with Hetty, once she got it, she's talking.
Yeah.
She's talking, and that's the whole thing. You know, once you get it, you're gone with it. And she did a good job. And she has all the right ideas. Because she have a good person to follow, a good path to follow. And just do as I do, and you'll get what I get. And that's it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's good. That's really good. That's really good.
Okay.
That's really good.
All right. Anyone else? We're going to be wrapping up shortly. Judy, Talia. Was the information helpful? Hi, good night.
Yeah, it always is. You're very knowledgeable in what you do. Thankful for that.
Thank you.
You see people doing things, but you don't understand the process behind it, and you're shedding a lot of light on it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. Good night.
Good night. Good night, Judy.
From what I've heard, I bet this one eventually was coming late. Then I obviously and then I had to get home, so I think I missed some of your life stories of what you did there. So yes, good information as always. I have yet to get started. It's all in the mind as usual, but you know, it's time of getting things into action. That's the loose progress, but it will get there.
Okay. So did you document, Judy, the things that you offer? I know that's one of the last things we spoke about, where you were saying that there are so many and you don't see, did you actually write them down?
I think I did, you know, let me just check this down. I think I did. I probably not sure, maybe it's the same as then before. I think I was something I'm done, but I think I need to put it out with it so clearly.
Okay.
I did write it clearly. I did jot it down, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm hearing from you, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a tool that I use. I'm going to give you a tool that I use to solve that problem, because this is what we need. We need solutions and practical solutions, because in terms of the jotting down, in terms of being held accountable, in terms of having what you have to do in one space, I think you need good tools. And there's so many tools out there that we can use today that we don't, we can solve a lot of the problems. We can get help there's a lot of help. So what I want y'all to do for me is to just Google. This is a free app, very simple app. I'm not going to give you anything that's too complicated unless you desire that. So I want you to Google AnyDo app for me. ANYDO app. AnyDo app. And you can go into your Play Store or your App Store, and you can download that onto your device. Now, once you have AnyDo app on your device, you would recognize what AnyDo does. It's an app that allows you to document your tasks, and then you have a calendar for scheduling, and you can add as many things as you like. So how I use my AnyDo, I mean, yes, your phone comes with, like, the Apple phone comes with like a note. There's a note app where you can write notes in there. You have your calendars and your different emails and so on, but I find a lot of people don't use them. But if you don't want to be that, because some people feel overwhelmed by those, but AnyDo is a simple app that you can put on your phone. You can put it on your device. And AnyDo allows you to easily type into that app the things you have to do and schedule a time for it. So, for example, in my AnyDo, you will see Judy wants to call at 9:30. So that's in there, and it will get an alarm before that time for that appointment. So the AnyDo, you can go, you can add your tasks, and you can have that appointment, things that you are supposed to do. So as it relates to this program, I want you to use AnyDo to just jot down the things that you have to do. And then you can easily use that to scratch off, tick off the things that you've done. AnyDo will not remove it. It will just draw a line through it once you identify it as done. Okay? So AnyDo is a very easy thing to work with. So for the things that you have outstanding that you're supposed to do for this program, list them in AnyDo and then tackle them. You don't have, the other thing that I do that helps me is that I had to move myself away from the traditional way of recording things and writing things. You are not necessarily always in a position to get a book and write. So what I've done is that I have apps on my phone, because I spend more, my phone is like my companion, my devices and stuff. I'm either online teaching or I'm doing so the marketing, social media marketing and stuff with one of my social media pages and so on. So my phone is also a notebook. So what I do is I would use notes on my phone to just jot down random things. Like I said, you're going to have ideas coming to you all the time. If you don't write them down, the Bible says, write the vision, make it clear. So the first step, as that idea comes, to record it. So I would use the notes and I would type that in the phone. Sometimes I might, if I can't type, I would just go to my WhatsApp. Let's say it's my daughter or somebody, who's close enough. I would put a voice note in that WhatsApp as a reminder. Okay, yeah, this came to me, and I have to do this, so that whenever I am settled, I can then come and write and further develop that. Now,
is this a free app?
Yes, sir.
I see it here. It's charging me $38.
No, you're not doing the free. You're not doing the paid. There's a paid version as well, but you're not doing the paid one.
That's the premium. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not doing premium unless you want to. You said $38 a year, right?
Yeah.
Which is, which is still, because that's like say $40, $80 a year, which is that's 12. So that's like $7, less than $7 a month. So the free version though works for me. The paid version, you can get a lot more, but I don't need that because I have other things that do what that paid version would do. So I just want you to have a simple app on your phone that you will commit to. You will hold yourself accountable to put things in. And I like how when you use AnyDo, you can see all your tasks. It's very easy to use, even for the person who feels that they're not as technologically savvy. So AnyDo
Okay.
is good. And like I said, the first step is to record. So for example, for me, I might use AnyDo to record the people that I come into contact with daily. Because I told you, people, prices, products. So people. So if I randomly, you know, meet somebody, or I might be sitting in my car, talk to this lady, at least a conversation, I collect her name. You got it?
Yeah.
Amen. I would use AnyDo to store, okay, I met this person, this person might need this, or this person might need that, and you put it in there. Now, you can take that person's name and number and put into your phone, and then forget the person's name, one, so you can't remember who to search for because you can't remember the name, or you can forget, you know, what it's connected to. So I would put it in AnyDo, okay, I met Bernard Leach, you know, he's a financial consultant, and I would put that there and think. So what, if I have the number in the phone, because I have in the AnyDo the task, what it's connected with, then I can go and follow up, and I could do that lead generation conversion. I could then follow up with a call and say, well, hi, or I can follow up with an email or a direct message and so on. So use your devices to help keep you on track. That's what I'm trying. Use your device to keep you on track. Right?
Well, this is good. I just bought 3 of those boards, like boards.
Yes.
To get the yellow stickers right on them, just put them on the wall.
To do your mind mapping.
And more of that, but AnyDo can help me with that.
So when you're on the move now, you're gonna put So AnyDo is for people on the move. So as Judy was saying, I know Judy's busy. She's doing a number of things. She might not always be in a position, because even at night you might not want to sit up right at a table and be writing out stuff, but it doesn't mean you can't work. You can still take, like, you can take your notes and write them in there. There are times when I'm sleeping, and during my sleep, an idea will come to me, or a note will come to me, or something for an article, and I get up, get my phone, and AnyDo, boom, 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 type it in there, and back down to sleep.
Yeah.
Now, my writing is important because content creation has lots of value. When I create content for the sites that I manage, if I'm training, I'm coaching and stuff, I have to have something to say, right? And the more people I'm doing it with, the more times I'm doing it, the more I have to, so I have to record. So it's important then that I have apps and I have tools that can help me in that. So all the little tidbits.
I'm gonna get us a camera.
Good.
A new camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can say I did some research on you know, what we need and stuff. I can send some specs on that, and we can check out prices as far as that's concerned. Because what we are doing and we're building, we will be able to extend this to everybody. As you know, everybody will be able to benefit. Everybody then doesn't have to go and buy their own camera, and you know, we can get a studio set up, and everybody get their professional photos and so on to use in their launches and on their pages and so on. So use the AnyDo app to document what you have to do, and let that hold you accountable. Like I said, for me, writing is important. So one of the things that would come through my mind all the time would be titles for articles, and I would use AnyDo or notes to just jot down those things, because when you're going to come to the stage where you're going to recognize, well, if I have to serve people, then I must know my products, I must have my service, I must have them ready to be delivered. So you want to be ahead of the game, and we're going to come to that, getting ahead of your money game and so on. So for me, it is, I have to do at least 7 articles a day. I have to do at least 7 articles a day, right? So every time a topic or idea comes to me, I jot it down, because then I have to come back and I have to create an article, and sometimes I have to create a video or a podcast for that particular topic, because like I said to you, you are not only on this journey, I am on this journey with you as well. So I have to produce my content for the places that I am also going to be feeding. So use your apps and let that solve your problem. Try whenever you reach, like what whenever you reach a pit stop, if there's a pothole, if it's a, you know, there is a solution for it. Just try to identify, wait, what's happening to me? Okay, procrastination. I'm not able. How can I solve procrastination? Okay, distractions. All right, I'm being distracted by ABC. How can I solve that? Try to identify what that pothole or that pit stop is. And once you're able,
another pothole that I spoke to you about briefly, and it becoming clearer to me and clearer to me every minute is the hyperverse presentation. They're saying only supersonic people who knows about all this stuff can do the presentation. I want to change that. And all the things that they said will be on the presentation, you go to the real hyperverse, tell you who hyperverse. It explains everything. If you can read, you can do it with enthusiasm. You don't have to be no special person. You don't have to be no special person to do it. If you can read, you can do it with little enthusiasm. All right, and you break down who is John Lee, who's this buddy, who's that buddy, briefly. Well, that's who it is. But what's in it for you? The same thing that they have there, but anybody can do it. Because right now, everybody waiting for this boy to do this, waiting for this boy to do that, waiting for this to be here.
Okay.
So I don't want to do that.
So to solve that, Bernard, the program that we discussed before, once we pay for that, I think that's a part of the paid subscription. I think we can share it and collaborate. Once you pay, you can get into it and I can get into it, and there's some features in there where you can use that to create the presentations, because what you need now is a presentation app. You need something that you can quickly either type in the information you want to give people or just record yourself, do a video and record it in there, and you can convert it.
Not to give people.
No, I mean that you can use in your presentations, because if you do it as a video, when you bring the people into the Zoom forum, you're going to use that same video to talk to them, so that you don't even necessarily have to be talking right then and there unless it's something you want to talk about. But that presentation app, or you can prepare the presentation and that will be the guide for how you will talk to them and what you will say to them, right?
Right. And even your people can do the presentation because
you have it structured.
So there's no hold up, wait for me, wait for you, wait for somebody. Too much wait.
There are
when I hit the accelerator, I want to be able to move.
Right. You want to remove the kinks.
With your help, I want to change that. Using the same words, same thing. I want to change that, and if we can copy the logos and the signs, everything that they have, but just format it in our way. That you can read about everything, and you can do the presentation, and everybody get the same information.